you know, some of the cute Teemo picks. Maybe Watch will pick Teemo so that he can finally have a champion as adorable as he is.
All right, so we do see the soldier coming out now, and that's just going to be a big thing to keep an eye out for. Soldier placements, how Pilot deals with it. He's going for piercing light harass, but at the same time, he could just keep aggressing forward, at least early on in these levels. But again, soldier comes out, he's got to back off. He doesn't want to risk getting poked out from a distance that he can't respond from.
Yeah, you can see that aggressive positioning by Pilot. A 1 CS advantage. Not necessarily all that impactful, but could make the difference later on in the game. Early level 2. There for Pilot is really going to allow him to aggressively trade in here. And you can see he's kind of skirting right along the edge there, that turret. And takes a couple of extra Sand Soldier auto attacks. Really need that level 2 here. Pilot pressing this 1 level advantage.
Yep. That's what he should do in this matchup. Because once we see Azir or Ggoong actually get those levels up, Pilot's going to not have these opportunities again. It's going to be way too hard.
Yeah, level 2 specifically, the ability to reposition your Sand Soldiers. You're not going to get zoned away from creeps here, although ooh, that relentless pursuit forward. Really catching these Sand Soldiers out of position and making them not quite as effective as you'd expect.
Yeah, jeez. It's really a level dependent thing, and once there's a couple more Doran's Blades on the side of his ear, it should be a little better. But till that point occurs, he's at the mercy of Lucian.
Yeah, and you can see a big sustain differential as well. I thought it was actually going to be Lucian having a difficult time sustaining versus all the Azir harass, but it's actually exactly the opposite situation, as maybe a very, very low mana, even with extra points put in mana regen and masteries here for Ggoong. Yeah, still having a little bit of a difficult time versus Pilot.
Yep. The Flask pickup was pretty much the smartest thing that Pilot could have done in this scenario. Flask just defining this lane completely.
So much sustain, just incredibly difficult to deal with without an ability to keep yourself and your resources up there. And of course, later on, once we see our first recalls back to base for both players, it's going to be a little bit more impactful.
That's if Pilot lets Ggoong go back.
Yeah, that is true. You gotta be careful. While he's not necessarily at risk of losing his turret with the teleport, setting yourself behind at a CS differential this early in the game can really start things snowballing against you.
So we'll see him go back here first, but he's down 8 creeps currently, so he is going to be struggling. Oh, Ardent Blaze,
oh,
wow.
If that Ardent Blaze had stopped his recall, that would have been huge, because he would have had to wait another wave without any mana.
I thought that hit too, that's weird.
It was like just in the edge of the corners. You got robbed.
Hitboxes, come on. All right, so let's see. What did he go for? He went double Dorans. While this autopilot with 32 creeps should be okay to pick up himself some nice fancy blades. Yeah, he picks up 2 as well.
Now, that's actually kind of interesting to see the double Dorans and then health potions. I guess he's thinking, hey, I get more mana regen here.
It is TP too.
Pilot TP's in for a piercing light that automatically takes off, I don't know, like a 5th of Ggoong's HP. But yeah, like you said, that Flask is really coming up big.
Yep, MVP of this game is that Flask right now. So Pilot just absolutely crushing this lane so far. Ggoong, jeez, what can he? I don't know what he can do to actually battle this lane. I thought he'd have a much better time here, but I was actually wrong. The 80 versus AP early on, favoring the 80 in this matchup.
Pilot's positioning here is actually really incredible to watch, because he'll always reposition so he's just out of range of the Sand Soldier, which will then force Ggoong to reposition. So even if he loses the trade, he's just running Ggoong out of mana over and over again. And see now a 12 CS advantage. Pilot's just playing every single aspect, every single one of the win conditions he's ahead of.
Yep. So let's see. At this point, if he just sticks to his perfect farming of just getting every wave, he'll just win like that, because he's already 17 creeps ahead. The Cullen comes out too. He's going to keep this wave forced up and gets him even better turret damage too once this wave pushes finally. There's nothing Ggoong can do at this point. Like, he can't go back to base. If he does, he'll risk losing way too much, and he doesn't have TP.
And more importantly, you actually do have to kill enough creeps to buy your Doran's item and potions when you go back to base. And of course, Pilot's against the sustained damage of these Sand Soldiers coming out, He's never going to be able to win that 1v1, but at the same time, he never really has to fight it either. So Pilot is ahead in every single aspect.
I mean, he just donated a charity ward kill over to Ggoong, so he knows he's in a really good spot right now. 20 creeps up. This is like the first time we're actually seeing this kind of advantage.
Yeah, primarily it's been very, very close in all of our series, and even the ones that have ended very early off of champion kills, those tend to stay pretty close in creeps as well, so big differential here just off of the ability to push the wave faster. Pilot's really well thought out here, going for what he knew would give him a very strong lane position, and then I guess this also comes down to Ggoong, not necessarily picking to the lane matchup, going for more of a champion on champion aspect.
Champ on champ on champ. So,
Oh,
ooh.
big engage there. Is I guess a good idea if you get a knockup underneath turret, then you'll get a shield that'll help you trade, but still that means less HP, less mana, and overall just less resources. You can see, oh, with that piercing light, that means a flash auto attack wins the game here for Pilot. There's no defensive summoner spells here. There it is, the flash piercing light catches him on the backside through the flash. It's Pilot evening up the score at 1-1.
That wasn't even the piercing light for the kill. That was actually just the light slinger passive
Oh, was
there.
it? Did it just follow him all the way through? I thought
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to see.
You can't like disjoint auto attacks or anything like that. They will follow.
Once it's out there, it finishes. So we're gonna see a slow motion flash. There is the second.
Boom, boom. There it is.
Man, I gotta give mad props to Pilot for evening up